Howdy there folks, this is Lapidary Dave, and right now I wanted to make a quick video on my Easy Cab 8-inch 6-wheel cabbing machine. I've had this machine for a little over 2 years. It actually might be closer to like 3 years in August. I really don't remember. It's been quite a while. This machine has paid for itself over and over and over again. I should have bought one or two more in the last year or so, but I've been lazy. This machine comes with 6 wheels, and the wheels are from Johnson Brothers. Johnson Brothers are probably the second best wheels in the industry, but perhaps the best bang for the buck. I think that Diamond Pacific 8-inch wheels are going for a little over $200, and the Johnson Brothers 8-inch wheels are going for around $80, but they offer a resurfacing service, so that's super awesome. This machine comes with like a water drip system. You just take like the hose and you stick it in there and the water drips down. Real simple, real easy, real convenient. I would have to say the only thing worth mentioning that didn't really last with the Easy Cab machine was the watering bucket. I used this thing until no tomorrow. Used it for cutting thousands and thousands of cabs and pendants and all kinds of things that I cut with. I tried to keep it alive with tape, but it just didn't survive. I assume what happened is that it dry rotted here in the hot New Mexican sun, and I know for a fact that it froze many times from me leaving it full of water here in the very cold Taos, New Mexico winter. So it served its purpose, and nowadays I just use a 2.5 gallon drinking water container. I just attach the hose that the Easy Cab's original bucket came with to put it in there, but I prefer the 2.5 gallon drinking water container because I can always flip it around and then have water come out for my drilling. I do like to have water fall into my stone instead of submerging my stone. This machine comes with a 1/2 horsepower motor. I have never had it bogged down, not even once. And I have thrown so much at this machine. It is silly. And it's easy to say that I was pretty abusive to this poor little machine. But this motor could take it. I've never had any problems with the motor. Very nice. The base is worn out here, but that's my fault. From working in unlevel areas, the water builds up on one side and kind of gets over here, but it's still holding on strong. The motor's not moving, even though it's probably totally waterlogged. I'll replace it maybe one day in a couple years or something, but it's still kicking. To this day, after thousands of cabs, I've never had to replace the hard wheels. I replace the soft wheels quite often because I don't like when they get slightly worn out. If they are not ribbed like this and very aggressive, I feel like it's slowing down my work and I'll switch them out. But I would say for a casual lapidary, this could easily last over a year worth of soft wheels. This machine has 2 speeds, a fast and a slow. I use the fast for cabbing, and I use the slow speed for polishing with cerium oxide. This machine comes with a leather pad. It also comes with aluminum oxide, which works very similarly to cerium oxide. I just put this on here, and I paint the cerium oxide onto this leather pad. Here's my little cerium. And I use the slow speed. It's not on there all the way, which is why I was making some funny sounds. This machine also comes with a spindle that goes on the side, and it came with like a cotton or felt, I'm not exactly sure what it was, buffing pad. And you can put it on high speed to polish your stones depending on the materials. I use cerium oxide for hard stones like quartz and agates, and I use aluminum oxide on the cotton pad for stones such as like turquoise or chrysocolla or softer materials, but it really depends on what the material is. Nowadays, I don't really use this cotton wheel on the Easy Cab anymore, because I believe it only spins at 1775 RPM, and I've been using it on this jewelry buffer. It's actually a dental lathe, but I use it as a jewelry buffer, and it spins a little over 3000 RPM. And when it comes to the aluminum oxide with the cotton pads, I feel like the faster it spins, the better the polish it is. But the Easy Cab totally polishes at 1775 just fine. This is just something that I do. But this is actually the original cotton pad. It's lasted years and still kicking. It's gotten a little bit smaller. I believe it was about a 6-inch when I got it, and it's rocking at about 4.5 nowadays. So at the moment, this machine is $1,775, which includes all of the wheels, the watering bucket, both styles of polishing tools, the spindle and the large leather flat polishing thing. It also comes with Fabuluster, Zam, and aluminum oxide. Here's the aluminum oxide that it came with. I actually never really got into using this because the materials that I would end up using this for are the same materials I would use cerium for, and so I just use cerium, but it's very similar results. Some people say, oh, I prefer the Cab King because of the watering system. Well, there's tons of people online that have easily set this up with a watering system that does not use the bucket, but that uses like watering pumps and such, similar to what you would see on the Cab King. And I've seen people use wheel wetters on this machine, similar to like the Diamond Pacific machines. So if you're not into the drip system, you can easily, for just a couple dozen dollars, set it up with like an irrigation system and have the same watering system as a Cab King, or grab some wheel wetters if that's your thing. This machine did not come with this. I see a lot of people use pool noodles and they just slice them down the side. I have never had any discomfort from putting my arms on this metal lip here. I kind of just did it because my grandfather was using the machine a lot, and I felt bad for him having his arms on here for hours and hours, even though he never complained. I just got the idea from somebody online, and I just threw it on there. It's a little comfy, but it doesn't come with this. It's super cheap. You can get it at Walmart or almost anywhere. I will always love this machine. I do plan on getting at least 2 more after the wild worldly events that everyone is going through right now. I do plan on starting a lapidary club here in Taos, New Mexico, and I would love to start off with 2 or 3 of these and eventually just get a bunch of them. They pay for themselves very, very easily. Easy Cab does ship everywhere in the United States. I do not believe that they are shipping overseas. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's something you would have to ask the fine folks at Simple Elegance. Simple Elegance is a rock shop in Utah, and Vince Allred, who is one of the representatives of this machine, here's his information right here. Feel free to contact him with any questions or whatnot. In most of my videos you see here on YouTube, I am using this Easy Cab. I think I started my YouTube channel right around the time I got this Easy Cab. It spins very true. In the last year or so, I had this over at my grandfather's house, and somebody picked it up from the arbors to move it. We were moving this machine quite a bit because we were giving lessons and training some folks on cutting turquoise, and I think people were lifting it from the arbor, and it kind of bent it just a little bit. You can see our or maybe you can't, I know I can see that it's got a little bit of vibration. Not a big deal. It doesn't bother me when I'm cutting. But this is not Simple Elegance's fault. This is my fault for not reminding people to lift it from the bottom or to lift it from these hoods and whatnot. Anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video letting you know it's been over 2 years. I absolutely love this machine. Simple Elegance Rock Shop did not ask me to make this video. I'm making it because I love them. There are other companies in the lapidary industry that also support me by referring other people to their products. And that aside, even if you don't refer me, if you get an easy cab, you will not regret it. If you're interested in buying one of these machines and you would like to support the channel, you can let them know that Lapidary Dave sent you and that you watched one of my videos or that you've spoken to me and I referred you to this machine, and they support the channel by sending me wheels or supplies that I need and such. They're a real big blessing, and it's something that they've been doing for a while now for my channel. Absolutely love those guys. Anyway, sorry I haven't been uploading in a while. I don't have internet. I use hotspots off my phone, and yeah, we have such miserable internet out here in Taos, New Mexico. It's been taking a while for me to upload. But I do have lots of fun videos on cool new machines that I bought, cool new materials, and we're going to be chatting about the Denver and Tucson Gem Show and how this wild worldly event is going to reflect both of those shows. As of right now, I do believe a portion of the Denver Gem Show is still going to happen, so let's keep our fingers crossed for Tucson for sure. I will be in Denver this year, so if you're going to be there, make sure to let me know, and we'll have fun. We can walk around and look at rocks. Anyway, I love you folks. This is Lapidary Dave. I'll see you soon.